ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Gets it off to Freeman. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Made by Robert Quinn. A gain of a yard.
Newton on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Sliding out of the pocket, and it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
1st down, Chicago.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And 8 yards.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And this is caught. It's Parker. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
To Devontae Parker.
On 4th down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. We're scoreless after 1.
Sterling Hoffrichter in punt formation.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Dante Fowler Jr.'s career has had some real twists and turns since being a first-round pick with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Remember, he hurt his knee and didn't even get to play his rookie season and has finally found his way in the league. Last year in Los Angeles with the Rams, had a career-high 11.5 sacks. That's why Atlanta got him in the offseason. They needed to boost their pass rush, and he's the guy to get it done.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Play action. It's Newton. Steps away to his left. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense. Absolutely. He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse. And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Here's David Montgomery, 2nd-year man from Iowa State. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 9-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Room past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Newton.
33 yards.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Freeman.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. A shotgun snap for Newton.
You ain't nothing!
And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Falcons nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On second down and 4, Newton eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Off play action. Newton looking deep for Julio. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 28-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Again, Newton. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up third down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Newton throwing again. Going for it all. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The kickoff for the Falcons.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He was calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
For the Bears field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First down, a run with Cohen. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 16-yard
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 16, Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Complete to
Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
Makes the score Bears 17, Falcons 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th. Flushed out right. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
To try again after the sack. Newton thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Brings up 2nd down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Let's make these 20.
They fake the give. Newton. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
The Bears first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and...
That's caught at the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Bears 24, Falcons 3. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, yeah, and I hit that. I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew, ooh. Only winning is exception on my cool, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this.